getting trained on by Kung Fu at that point.
Yeah, both Shiro and Kamek are pretty low right now. Oh, Jord misses his ultimate, but hits that fire arrow, which puts out a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And Shiro deciding to kind of take it all so that
he's got his double cast and follows that ice arrow up with a meteor, which takes out Kamek.
And down goes Evil.
And that puts Cold Team up 2-0. We missed the first round, guys, so if you're just wondering. And well played by Cold Team.
Yep, they definitely were able to keep Warm Team in a place where they needed to keep them and just put out a lot of pressure onto them and just never really let go. And we do see Shiro was sitting still for a little bit. I don't know if he's still having lag issues.
Now he's woken up.
And
doesn't look like he's lagging a little bit.
Yeah,
he gets a nice spell block off on Jord, and now he's taking a bunch of damage from that double AoE. He's gonna use his space to get over near the rune.
He does get a barrier.
See if he picks that up.
Advantageous. Evil's got his ultimate up. He might be using that pretty soon. Kamek getting stuck in that Boomstorm for a little while. Shiro has Seeker ult on him. He takes a bit of damage from that. He wants to get out of there. He does back out into a barrier there.
And a nice EX Harpoon out of Kung Fu, pulling Evil to him. And Shiro goes down. Just wasn't getting heals from Evil at that time because Evil was under pressure.
Yep, and an EX Sphere onto Evil does take him out right there, finishing up this game 3-0 in favor of Cold Team.
And very nice play. Definitely good coordination from the Spearmaster coming out there.
Yep.
And
now Normal Guy's game should be starting pretty soon. Apparently,
yeah, that was either the last or second to last game of the round 4. So we'll just hop into Having's game if we can get an invite to that.
I'm asking for one right now. Oh, you got one?
Yes, I did. And yep, there's yours.
There we go. Okay, so they already did their map picks. They're going to be playing on Dubaku's.
Alright, great.
And they might be ready.
And it's very nice to go immediately from one game to another, so...
Hopefully, we will be going into this game. So that's what we're going to do. Awesome.
And Red is running Psychopomp, which is what Fernando and Having are very comfortable with. They usually are playing with... I'm blanking on his name right now. They usually play with the Psychopomp, so they run Gunner Harb, which is very strong, and Psychopomp offers that extra out, so it's very hard to get burst on them with when they coordinate well.
Ubiquitous taking a little while to choose this bloodline. I think they might have been talking in team chat about that.
I believe Druppy plays Spearmaster. That's what I usually see him playing. So I think that's what we're going to see out of him, and that's going to coordinate very well with Normal Guy's M2, because that Spearmaster, that Whirling Blade into a X-Strike is a lot of damage, so... Oh no, he chooses Reaver. Reaver also has some good incaps, so we'll probably see some combos coming out of them.
Interesting to note that both teams have pretty much the same archetypes.
Yeah,
so in that sense, I mean, also the same healer, so it's very interesting when there's the same healer and the same archetypes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to whoever can just line up their burst better.
I'm deciding to space close to the rune. Does have a sluggish applied to him right off the bat. And Druppy does space in onto Redfu.
Fernando spaces out for that stun on Druppy.
And
looks like Having's going to grab the rune. Oh, Normal Guy denies it with a nice Q that knocks Having back. Druppy taking a bunch of damage here because he wasn't receiving heals for a second there.
Trying to do a 2v1 against Having. And Having is doing quite a bit of damage to Ibicus. Does have to use an EX Sphere on there.
And Fernando could go down if he doesn't get healed back up. And oh, very nice execute. Perfectly timed right after the end of the parry.
And that will cause Druppy to go down right there. And Normal Guy held back into that corner, not able to kite like a Nomad would normally want to do in a 3v1 situation.
Just, yeah, excellent burst coming out of Worm Team there to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, Druppy definitely shouldn't be going 1v2 as a Reaver, just because Reaver's kind of delicate. He's a very glass cannonish, kind of like Seeker. He needs heals. So.
Yeah, for sure. And Worm Team trying to zone using their high cast abilities there.
Yeah, and Druppy using his parry when nothing,
Was coming in his
no
way.
projectiles were coming for him, so.
Normal guy grabbing the rune. Druppy using his kick in order to dodge that execute. Very nice timing there. And
good
Worm
parry
Team
on the
bold.
spell block from Fernando. And
Fernando in this corner, his space was in the wrong direction.
yeah, normal guy gets that ultimate off on, takes him down because he was stuck in that corner.
Yeah. And Red Fu could go down right here. It is a Nomad versus Pomp situation. He actually
Having is actually doing quite a bit of damage to Ubiquitous and Druppy, and he could take one of them down, but no, he goes down himself. And good round out of Gold Team.
Deciding to tie this up 1-1. And not going down without a fight, definitely, from Cold Team here. We'll see what the response from Warm Team is at this point. I'm having once again spacing in and using his Shadow Bolt. Manages to dodge the Sluggish. And Druppy spaces in. Kicks twice but gets shifted. And
uses his parry to protect him from that bolt that came out, so he's going to get out just fine.
I'm having going down to about 50% health there from a kick. And Druppy spacing over that Shadow Bolt does let Normal Guy get hit by it instead. And Ubiquitous might have gotten hit by the execute. And Normal Guy popping his ult, using it on Red Fu.
Good ult on Red Fu. Wow, with the X-Strike follow-up, just excellent damage.
And Druppy does go down right there too.
Yeah, and it's now a 2v2, but Cold Team has the healer advantage, but Having and Fernando play together quite a bit, so...
And the Cold Team also has the energy advantage.
And the life advantage, so...
Definitely a lot of advantages going their way. Fernando might be using his ultimate at some point. There he goes, right when Cold Team was kind of bunched up a little bit. But an EAX Boomstorm to kind of stop that. And Having could grab the rune. There he goes.
Yeah, Worm Team has brought the life closer, and Having is going to grab some heals while Fernando...
zones it out and does have another strike, another shift in order to help that out a little bit. Having using his ult. Oh,
and there he goes.
There he goes. His another shift was, I believe, cancelled.
Poor Fernando all alone here. Yep, and now he's going to go down. That's another good round for Cold Team. Finishing off the Warm Team healer, despite losing Druppy, which put them up the healer advantage in the 2v2, so they just took that round by, just putting
huge amounts of pressure and bursting stuff. So, Normal Guy moving in onto the room, that Sluggish Blood Grip going out, trying desperately to hit anyone. And
Fernando going to get swapped behind the Cold Team. And
not much capitalizing on that, though.
Well, no one wants to capitalize on Gunner when he's got his space up. That stun after his space is just deadly.
Definitely. And Fernando's still getting trained on by Druppy at this point here. And Red Fu getting hit by the Spiritual Link, doesn't want that necessarily. Normal Guy's down to about 50% health. And Red Fu could be using his ult sometime soon, but does decide to pop it right there. And
Druppy uses his ult. Red Fu dodges it with a nice nether shift. Sorry, other side.
Oh, yes. And Fernando could go down right about now. Druppy wants to do that. He has no idea where he went. He cloaked there behind the corner. And Normal Guy trying to dodge out of the way there. Ubiquitous takes a Shadow Bolt directly point blank. And Joker jumps over that execute. Very nicely done there. Double parry.
And very good capitalization off that stun by Red Fu to take down Druppy.
And tying it up once again into 2-2. We'll just see one more round from either one of these teams.
Yeah, it comes down to this round.
Well, and we'll see if Having decides to space in. Once again, that is what he's been doing pretty much every round here. Druppy deciding to parry that Spiritual Link, does jump in, gets his his E blocked. And Having does
getting CC'd for his trouble, yeah.
And swapped. Bikuda's dodging that execute there, pretty huge. Fernando spaces just a couple of centimeters. And Druppy jumping into Redfu gets his
both teams not taking very much damage, surprisingly. Now Ubiquitous is taking damage from Fernando's ult there.
Yeah, point blank ultimate, really hard to dodge from a gunner right there. And Having trying to combo up his Frost Shard into damage there did not turn out that well.
Normal guy not getting anything done with that ult. Looks like we're just going to see a little bit of a reset.
Yeah, Druppy has his ult. We could see him use it as soon as the other side goes down. There it is, but he's not in position to use it. Redfu has Boomstorm directly on him. So that was probably what Druppy was waiting for. There we go. Redfu does go down. Having trying to go for the counter kill. Doesn't quite get it. Other side was up. And we could see... Oh, actually does go down.
Very nice counter
right
kill
there.
again. And this time Cold Team does not have the healer advantage, so they could possibly lose, especially since Having is a Harbinger and he's got all that life gain. If Fernando can just get out and get some F1 off.
Oh, that parry does actually hurt Having right there. And Druppy might go down. Nope, does instead kill Fernando.
Good space onto Fernando. Now Having has to kill Druppy. There we go.
Killing him with another
That's
ship
a 1v1, which is we haven't seen yet all of this tournament, so...
And both teams just trying to zone this out. Almost saw an EX Shadow Bolt there. And Having looks like he's just going to continue trying with the range. He doesn't want to go in there. Does use another shift in order to block that sluggish there. And normal guys
either
already use the
person
space.
wants to commit and use their outs first, which will give the other person an advantage. He gets that nice sluggish off on Having. Having's going to go get the rune.
Yep, he does have the energy advantage now. He has enough for one EX. Does use it right there. Manages to miss it though.
The fog is coming in, so they are going to get more and more compressed, which is going to force them to fight each other. And I think as the area here gets smaller and smaller, Having is going to have a better time of it.
Yep.
Until it gets small enough that normal guy can use that Q like he just did.
But his health advantage at that point was just so low.
That X strike, the stun there, just gave him the opportunity to do enough damage to take down Having. That was very good. Well played in that 1v1 by normal guy. And that'll let him take it 3-2.
Yep. So we want to find another game. I think, nope, normal guy is actually just in his own lobby. So we're going to have to go into a game that's already in progress. I'm going to join onto Kung Fu, who is
nice to
actually going against Wix, Lazy, and Gulfwing. And this game's actually about to end. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it's already over?
Yeah. Okay. It ended just as soon as I got into there. Let's see. I don't think we've watched Avail. Well, actually, I think we watched one game with him. So I'm going to join onto Certainly.
And I'm just going to read off the leaderboards real quick for you guys. And it looks like Finliv's team is currently on top, 5-1. Normal Guy's team is following them, 4-1. With Cheese Belugas bringing up third.
And we are into this game, Certainly almost going down. He is blocked off into this corner. There's Sig using his ult just as soon as that barrier went off. And looks like neither team is actually getting a kill right there. And Crow could go down at this point. Does, in fact, go down to Sig. And Xantex is other side's down. And the ultimate soon to follow. Alright, so you are in this game at this point?
Yes, I am now in this game, and we haven't seen Kararu's team yet, so this is certainly interesting. They're running Guardian, which is a strange choice, because a lot of people don't think Guardian is very good. It's hard to tell, of course, because at times Guardian can just do a ton of damage, but and isn't really as tanky as she used to be.
Yep. Whole team pushing the other team way back there, and actually a double swap.